Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you guys? How are we girls in grade 7 for math? Today, inshallah, we will study new lesson which is Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem. This theorem, you must know that Pythagoras, okay, has this theorem, okay, has this theorem, okay, but this theorem just depend on the right angled triangle. Depend on the right angled triangle, okay? But first, you must know some concepts, okay? For example, if you have a right angle like this right angle, which is called ABC, for example. Okay, now we must know which of the three angles is the biggest angle, A or C or B. Really? Is B, because B is right angle of measure 90 degrees. Okay, so logically, the greatest side in this triangle is opposite to the greatest angle. So AC, this side is the greatest side in the triangle. So this side is called hypotenuse. This side is called hypotenuse. So now I want to ask, what about meaning of hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is a side opposite to the right angle in the right angle triangle. So now we can say hypotenuse just exists in the right angle triangle, don't exist in obtuse angle triangle or acute triangle, not exist here or here, okay, but exist here in right angle triangle, okay. Another example, okay, if you have another triangle like this, okay, and you have x, y, z, what about the hypotenuse here? Which is one? Yes, good. Opposite to angle x, which is zy, zy or yz. Okay? Okay. Okay, yes. Again, in this triangle, right angle, triangle, okay. So, for example, if sides E, F, and M. So, what is the hypotenuse here? Yes, good, is M, because M is opposite to the right angle. Okay, but what Pythagoras said? What Pythagoras said? Pythagoras said in the right angle triangle, we can say the right, we can say square of the hypotenuse equal sum of squares of the other two sides. Sum of squares of the other two sides. So we can say in general, hypotenuse power 2 equals sum of squares of two sides. Side 1 square plus side 2 square. What this? This Pythagorean theorem. This Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so for every right angle triangle, we can say hypotenuse power 2 equals side 1 power 2 plus side 2 power 2. So in this triangle, we can say, what you can say? Yes, m power 2 equals e power 2 plus f power 2. M power 2 equal e power 2 plus f power 2. Okay. Okay, use Pythagorean theorem to deduce relation between sides. Okay, first one, for example. Okay, first you must mention the hypotenuse. Here, in this triangle, what about hypotenuse here? Yes, good, is AC, because AC is opposite to angle B, which is right. So now we can say AC power 2 equals AB power 2 plus BC power 2. Because we know that in Pythagorean theorem, hypotenuse power 2 equal side 1 power 2 plus side 2 power 2. But in the second triangle, what about hypotenuse? Yes, E. So now we can say E power 2 equals M power 2 plus F power 2. Okay, but the last one, what about hypotenuse? Yes, is N. Good. So we can say N power 2 equals L power 2 plus P power 2. P power 2. Okay, for example, in each of the figures, evaluate length of unknown sides. Okay, in the first one, how to find length of the unknown? First, okay, let this unknown, for example, x. And you must mention the hypotenuse first. What's the hypotenuse here? 8, 15, or x? Sure is, yes, good, is x. Because x is opposite to the right angle. So we can say x power 2 equals, good, 8 power 2 plus 15 power 2. Then you can evaluate it, okay, using calculator, using mentally, as you like. So we can say x power 2 equals 8 power 2 is 64 plus 15 power 2 is 225 and x power 2 equals 64 plus 225 is 289. Now, you must ask yourself, what about value of x? How to find value of x? If you have x power 2, how to find the x? If you have x power 2, how to find the x? By, yes, you studied before, by, good, by square root. By square root. Okay, so now x equals square root 289. It will be 17 centimeters. It will be 17 centimeters. Okay, another example. Here, what do you need? Here you need to find value of b. But first, you must ask yourself, what about hypotenuse? Hypotenuse here is 29. Yes, good. Because it's opposite to the right angle. Good. So how to find length of side? Yes, first you must write your relation of Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem said hypotenuse power 2, 29 power 2 equals side 1 power 2, b power 2 plus side 2 power 2, 20 power 2. Okay. Then you can evaluate each of them. Okay. How to evaluate each of them? Okay. First, you can move 20 power 2 to the other side to be 29 power 2 minus 20 power 2 equals b power 2. Okay. Evaluate it. Okay, directly it will be 441 equals b power 2. How to find b? Square root. Okay, what about square root of 441, which is 21? Then we can say b equal 21 inch. 21 inch. Okay. Okay, it's easy. The next one. A right triangle has a hypotenuse of length of 32 meters. Okay, for example, okay, we can draw right angle triangle like this. For example, okay. And what about hypotenuse? 32, which is opposite to the right angle, 32 meters. Okay, it has one leg of a length of 18. For example, this one is 18, for example. Okay, then what's required? What's the length of the other leg? This one. For example, I will name it by x. Express your answer as a square root. Express your answer by square root. Okay, no problem. The same idea. Okay, first you must mention what about hypotenuse. Yes, good. Hypotenuse here is 32. Okay, then what about the other side? 18. So now we can write the relation of Pythagorean theorem, which is hypotenuse power 2 equals side power 2 plus the other side power 2. Okay, then move 18 power 2 to the other side by subtraction. Then we can say 32 power 2 minus 18 power 2 equals x power 2. Then evaluate 32 power 2 minus 18 power 2. It will be 700. Then x power 2 equals 700. But what about x? Here we need to find x. Okay, the question express your answer as a square root. Okay, what's the meaning of as a square root? Then the answer it will be by square root. How? 700, you must know 700 maybe 7 times 100. Okay, then you can take square root of 100 and leave 7 inside the square root because 7 has no square roots. Okay, so we can say x equal, what's the square root of 100? Yes, good, 10 outside the root and 7 inside the root. Then now we can say the other leg is 10 root 7 meter. 10 root 7 meter. Thank you for listening and meet you after inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.